call to order the Board of County Commissioners regular meeting for July 18th, 2013. First item on the agenda is Pledge of Allegiance, salute the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of the state of New Mexico, the symbol of perfect friendship among the united cultures.
Item 3 would be approval of the regular meeting agenda. Mr. Sari, is there any changes that need to come before the commission?
Commissioners, I just realized this morning. The item Q, which is the Green Chamber fulfillment agreement, that's under the $20,000 threshold that the commissioners had given to me. So I was just going to remove that, and then I'll just do the agreement. I know Sissy's here, and so I'll just approve that agreement on my own, act on that agreement, because that shouldn't have been on the agenda. That was, the commissioners had given me that authority to do everything under $20,000 without coming in front of them, and that one just slipped through. So I'll just go ahead and sign that. So we'll just pull that off, and I'll sign it with the Green Chamber.
Did we ever get a letter of support for our bond issue?
We received a letter from them, but they have some concerns. They would like to see, I guess, some more studies done, some economic impact studies as to the projects that are being talked about for the tax itself. And so that's kind of what I got. It was, the copy letter I received was signed by one individual. I can't remember the name. There was Mr. West. There were several signature lines, but there was only one signature on it. So I don't know if it went through the whole board or if it was just passed on.
Well, I can't see how any chamber would not support that bond.
Well, there's something else too, Sheriff, is some people don't understand that if in fact it does pass, then you're required by statute to put together a committee to then study the projects and make a determination if in fact we should do it or not. If it's true, or if the statute says.
Only if it's a true quality of life tax, and it's not.
That's what I read.
Okay. We'll look at that. But that's, I was just going to read that just because of it's under the $20,000. And then that's an agreement that I have to sign. So that's the only change I have.
Okay, so if I can get a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. First item today will be public input. During this portion of our meeting, we welcome your suggestions and want to hear your concerns. This is not a question and answer period. Speakers will be limited to 5 minutes. Any individual who would like to discuss an item in more depth may request to be placed on a future agenda. Request forms are available in the county manager's office. Is there anybody here for public input today? Yes, sir. Please state your name for the record.
Hi, I'm Gordon West. Couple of comments. Just want to bring to your attention on the projects, the quality of life bond. One comment is that I don't know if you're aware, but there are 3 pools at the Gila Regional Medical Center Rehab, and they are being put into use by the Wellness Center as public pools. And part of the reason I'm keep advocating for financial analysis is that a creation of some other pool option is going to affect the revenue stream at Gila Regional, which is county owned. So that I would think you'd want to take that into account. The other item is we've been investigating a little bit about how the Deming multiplex has worked out. It turns out at this time it's actually a money pit. The county is supporting the theater because it's not supporting itself, and it's they actually paid operators, several different operators, one of them $10,000 a month to operate the theater, so it wasn't generating any revenues. And currently the county is running the theater with county staff. they're not generating a lot of revenue. So it's, I think that indicates you should be doing some pretty serious financial analysis about the multiplex proposal. Thanks.
Thank you. Is there any other public input? Seeing none, we'll move on. We're going to have a public hearing. This hearing is to discussion regarding ordinance number 1304, entitled "An Ordinance Requiring a Movement Certificate and Tax Release Prior to Moving a Manufactured Home Within Grant County, and Providing for Penalties and Enforcement for Failure to Comply." Is there anybody here that would like to discuss ordinance number 1304? Steve, do you have anything to add to it before we vote? Okay. Then I will ask for approval or disapproval of ordinance number 1304.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make the motion that we approve the ordinance number 13-04.
Second?
There's a motion and a second to approve ordinance 1304. Is there any discussion on the motion?
I'd just like to congratulate Steve for working so hard on this issue. I think something that's going to help out not only our county but others, and it's a great place to start.
Okay. Is there any further discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Public hearing number 2. Emergency hearing to determine if the weather conditions have improved in relation to proclamation declaring extreme or severe drought conditions in Grant County. Imposition of fireworks restrictions adopted July 3rd, 2013. Just one page.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just that. Commissioner, just the hearing on that, we had imposed drought conditions. We've got it in your book. We've moved from the drought conditions, I guess, still persist in Grant County, or in the state of New Mexico and the western states, because of the number of years that we've had the lack of rain. We've been getting significant rain right now, getting calls constantly from people worried about flooding. You see on the news where there's the grounds are saturated down here that they talk about, so we're in flash flood warning areas all the time, every day. We've moved from exceptional drought down to extreme drought, and I think we'll continue to decrease the drought conditions here as we go. So I don't think there's any dangers that we were in before, and so that was the purpose of the public hearing. After the public hearing, we have a couple resolutions that will be considered by the commission on whether to lift those restrictions. They've been lifted for the U.S. Forest Service. State Forestry have lifted their restrictions, so the only restrictions in Grant County now are coming from the commission on the fire for those public lands.
Okay. Does anybody else would like to speak on the public hearing? Emergency hearing to determine whether conditions have improved? Okay, we'll move on to resolutions. Approve or disapprove resolution number R1344, rescinding proclamation declaring extreme or severe drought conditions in Grant County, imposition of fireworks restrictions that were adopted July 3rd, 2013.
Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution number R1344.
And I second.
There's a motion to approve resolution R1344. Is there any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Approve or disapprove resolution number R1345, declaring that Grant County ordinance number 1306, an emergency ordinance declaring a fire hazard emergency and enacting measures to decrease the county's risk of injury to persons or property and substantial financial loss to the county of Grant and its residents as a result of a fire, is no longer in effect.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make the motion that we approve resolution number 8, R-13-45.
Second?
There's a motion and a second to approve R1345. Is there any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Approve or disapprove resolution number R1346, authorizing the execution and delivery of a loan agreement and intercept agreement with the New Mexico Finance Authority for the purpose of financing the cost of purchasing a Class A fire pumper for the use of the Santa Rita Volunteer Fire Department.
Chairman, you want to speak on that?
And if the commissioners need any more information, this is for Santa Rita, and the truck has been purchased as to repay that fire department their money so that they can continue on with the purpose of building their new station.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve R-1346.
And I second.
There's a motion to approve Resolution R-1346. Is there any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Approve or disapprove Resolution R-1347, declaring intent to consider the adoption of an ordinance authorizing issuance and sale of 339,000 utility system revenue bonds for the wastewater system improvements in the North Hurley area. This has been about 2 years in the coming to finally get to this point.
Yes, sir. This is the loan/grant that we got for the North Hurley sewer system to get them off of the ponds and get them into a forced main system into the Tri-City wastewater treatment facility. When we got that, we're about $1 million in grant and $339,000 in loan that will be repaid by the fees charged to the users of the system. And so that is this is the notice to be able to go out and have the USDA sell those on our behalf so we can get that loan and get that project going. The contract has been let to J&S Plumbing, a local vendor, to do all the construction. We're just awaiting the closing of the documents so that they can start to proceed.
Is the collection going to be done by water billing still, or through the water billing system?
The process will not change, is that the North Hurley Water Association will collect the billing for us and remit it back to us.
And what was the approximate amount that was going to go out?
I think they're going from, I think they currently pay $10 a month for sewer, and it'll go to $30 a month for sewer. Originally, when they looked at it, they tried to raise it to around 60 to 70, but we worked with the USDA to get that number down to 30 for those residents. So,
And some of that goes to Bayard.
and a portion they'll pay, we're into the agreement with Bayard, and so they'll charge us for some of the maintenance of their facility.
I don't think we're taking any of that. I think it's all passed through to other entities for the service.
It'll pay the loan and pay that, and if we ever got some money, the loan can be paid off early, but we have to take out the loan to finish the process.
Okay. Can I get a motion to approve or disapprove?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make the motion that we approve resolution number R-13-47.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve Resolution R-1347. Is there any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Approve or disapprove Resolution number R-1348, authorization to enter into a cooperative agreement with the New Mexico Department of Transportation for improvements of roads within Grant County. John, you want to go over that?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, this is for the improvement for chip seal, shoulder work, drainage improvements, and striping of Kirkland Road, beginning of pavement starting at intersection US 180, southeast 1.5 miles to end of pavement. Cottage Sand Road, beginning of pavement starting at Archer Road, intersection north 1.6 miles to end of pavement. Ridge Road, beginning of pavement at the intersection of US 180, west 2.4 miles to end of pavement and Whiskey Creek Airport Road, beginning of pavement starting at Kirkland Road, intersection south 0.62 miles to end of pavement. It'll be for $168,507, which the state will pay $126,380, and the county match, which is either cash or in kind, will be $42,127. We always try and do it as in kind, but sometimes we have to make up for extra materials if we need to.
Okay, can I get a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution number R-1348.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve R-1348. Is there any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Approve or disapprove resolution number R-1349, authorization to enter into a cooperative agreement with New Mexico Department of Transportation under the School Bus Routes Program for improvements of roads within Grant County.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, this one is going to be for lay a single penetration chip seal with drainage improvements and striping to Little Walnut Road, beginning of pavement starting at the Cattle Guard, north 0.84 miles to end of pavement. Ridge Road, beginning of pavement starting city limits sign south 1.98 miles to end of pavement. It'll be for $73,720, which the state share is $55,290, and the county match is $18,430, and it's the same. We try and do it with in-kind, our equipment and our labor, but if we do need to buy materials, we buy them.
Is the
The area that we correct through this fund, is it on a rotation basis?
Yes, what we do is, Mr. Moore, our road superintendent, will go out and he basically is always checking his roads. And so he's always trying to come up with roads in the process. If the commissioners hear of roads that they're getting complaints from their constituents, he tries to add those in to it. We had North Hurley in here for a while, but because of all the construction for the utilities there, we've always pulled it off. And so we're looking at going through the CDBG process, which we were awarded Colonias money to start the engineering for drainage in that area, and work on that. And then we may go after some further monies through Colonias or CDBG to do some road improvements in that area because it is eligible. But that's how we come up with these, is Mr. Moore is just always surveying, and that's his roads. You try and rotate through so he can always rejuvenate and chip seal before the roads start to deteriorate and he gets the bad cracks in them, is what he's looking for.
Thanks.
Okay, can I get a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make the motion, we approve resolution number R-13-49.
Second.
The motion is second to approve Resolution R-1349. Is there any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Approve or disapprove Resolution Number R-1350, authorization to enter into a cooperative agreement with the New Mexico Department of Transportation under the co-op projects for improvements of roads within Grant County.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. This is to install concrete low water crossing footings and draining improvements on Macaulay Road, beginning of pavement starting at 200 feet north of Macaulay Road and Bald Knoll Road intersection, north 170 feet to end of pavement and patch, laying single penetration chip seal with drainage and shoulder improvements with striping on, this is where Randy was supposed to take over on Tuesday, Callecita de Oro. Beginning of pavement starting at the Laguna de Oso intersection west 0.34 miles to intersection of Rio Vista, Galaz Street, beginning of pavement at New Mexico 152 intersection north 1.4 miles to end of pavement Laguna de Oso, beginning of pavement starting at junction of New Mexico 35 west 0.35 miles to end of pavement at the intersection of Callecita de Oro.
Ms. Cano's out there, and she's a professor for Spanish. I'm sure she'll welcome you to some of her classes.
That's why I didn't make eye contact with her. I'm sure she was appalled at my pronunciation.
Can we get that call? Okay, can I get a motion to approve?
Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution R-1350.
Matt, second.
There's a motion to approve R-1350. Is there any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Approve or disapprove resolution number R-1351, authorizing the County of Grant to absorb 75% of the Public Employees Retirement Association, PERA, Police Member Coverage Plan 5 member contributions effective July 1st, 2013.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. This is the item that we spoke about on Tuesday. We added, because there was an increase of 1.5% to the PER this year to the employees, and currently we pay 75% of what the rate was. It's a requirement of PERA that we come in front of the commission to extend that 75% to this new 1.5% that is going to be charged to the employees. So they'll continue to pay 25% and we'll pay 75%. And 75% is the limit by statute we can pay. We cannot go any higher than that. That's why this isn't 100% like our insurance. We are held at 75% max contribution.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make the motion that we approve resolution number R-13-51.
Second.
There's a motion to approve R-1351. Is there any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Approve or disapprove resolution number R-1352, authorizing the County of Grant to absorb 75% of the PERA General Member Coverage Plan 2 member contributions effective July 1st, 2013.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. This is the same as the other one. It's just that our employees are under two different plans because law enforcement can be under a different plan, an accelerated plan. They're under that Plan 5. The rest of our employees are under Plan 2. And so we have to do the same thing for the other employees. It's to pay the 75% of that extra 1.5% contribution to match what we were currently doing. So that's what this is.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to make a motion to approve resolution R 1352.
I second.
There's a motion and a second to approve R 1352. Is there any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Minutes. I would take a motion to approve or disapprove the following group of minutes. June 24th, 2013 special meeting minutes. June 24th, 2013 work session minutes. June 26th, 2013 regular meeting minutes. And June 3rd, 2013 special meeting minutes. Oh, did I say July? June? Okay, July 3rd, 2013. That's June 24th, special meeting minutes, yes.
There's an error on the agenda. It should be June 25th.
On which
Special
one?
meeting minutes.
Under J?
The first one, yes. All of them are the 20, oh, okay. It's 25th on J, K is June 25th, and then L is the 27th. They were off one day.
Is the July 3rd is right?
July 3rd is
Okay,
right.
so-
Sorry about that.
I would ask for a motion to approve or disapprove June 25th's special meeting minutes, June 25th's work session minutes, June 27th's regular meeting minutes, July 3rd's special meeting minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make the motion that we approve all of the above.
There's a motion and a second to approve the 4 sets of minutes. Is there any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Financial reports. John, do you have anything to go over on the expenditure report?
No, just that it's, you have in your packet the expenditure report dated July 15th. It's for $1,736,907. I talked about that we had an expenditure in the construction of $68,000 on the conference center, and then in the managers, as I looked at it more, we have $76,000 in computer and data processing, and that's just some of the fees for our annual maintenance agreements on our computer, our financial package, as well as the packages the clerks, treasurers, and assessors use for the maintenance each year.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the July 15, 2013 expenditure report.
I second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the expenditure report. Is there any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. New business. Approve or disapprove a proclamation declaring August 25th to September 1st, 2013 as Grant County Chicano Music Week. Normally we have Randy read these, but I'm such a believer in this, and I have put my money where my mouth is. So I'm going to read this today. Grant County, the County of Grant proclaims, whereas Grant County Chicano Music Project seeks to research, restore, archive, showcase, and disseminate to the public the history of Chicano music in Grant County, and whereas the Grant County Chicano Music Project encourages and supports the creative expression of current and future musicians from the area, and whereas a documentary film produced by the Grant County Chicano Project outlining the history of Chicano music and in the county and will premiere in Silver City on August 31st, 2013, and whereas the Chicano music photo and memorabilia exhibit will open at the Francis McRae Gallery on the WNMU campus on August 31st and run until September 27th, 2013, and whereas a CD featuring Grant County Chicano music of the past and present will be made available to the public on August 31st, 2013, and whereas the Chicano Music Festival will bring former musicians, their families, and many tourists to the Grant County on Labor Day weekend. Now therefore be it resolved that the Grant County Board of Commissioners does hereby proclaim the week of August 26th through September 1st, 2013 as Grant County Chicano Music Week. Thank you guys very much for coming. Do you have anything to say? Come on up, please.
As you know, I'm Patricia Cano, a proud member of the Executive Committee of the Grant County Chicano Music Project. I would like to introduce some of the other members of the Executive Committee. Starting on your left, we have in the back row, we have Mr. Sammy Silva, Ms. Sylvia Rueda, Mrs. Melissa Acosta, and Ms. Guadalupe Cano. I would like to thank the county for your continued support. The project is going very, very well. We anticipate a huge crowd, and this is actually a historical event. We have some singers, one particular singer who is coming from as far as Houston to sing again in the county, and another band leader coming from Yuma, and many from all over. And many of them are getting together to perform again after, as much as after 30 years. So it's really something that's very exciting for us, and we thank you.
Thank you.
So this,
Question, if I could, I just was going to ask, because I don't know if I saw it. It says there's going to be a concert. Where's the concert going to be at?
At James Stadium,
Okay.
yes, from 9
So people
o'clock in the
know.
morning to 4 o'clock, all Grant County music.
Did you bring some of your brochures?
I did,
Could we have some? Grant?
yes, certainly.
Senor Cano, did our largest tax committee help you out?
No, we never did apply for the county largest tax, but the city.
Okay.
We just got so into what we were doing that we just kind of overlooked that.
I'd like to see $1,000 from my discretionary, be put into
for advertising,
for advertising, go to the program.
I'll put 1,000 in too.
I might go join.
How's that?
Sounds great.
I tell you what, it's creating a lot of excitement, and we really want to welcome a lot of these musicians that have been gone a long time. I know Zeke Herrera comes in all the time, and he's a fellow State Farm agent, so I had to put in a plug.
Yes.
He's a great man, great musician, so I'm looking forward to seeing him.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate
Just
that.
make sure you advertise Grant County and the music
We
festival.
are.
And get
Everything says
the
Grant County.
motels full, and you guys know that we got the convention center that is full all the time. So if you need rooms over there and stuff, you need to get them booked right now, because that thing is full constantly. And when we're trying hard to make it even better, and we really would like you guys' help with that tax incentive. We really need your help.
All right.
Okay, so I take a motion
Thank you.
to approve the proclamation declaring August 25th to September, I just nearly made it 6 months long, September 1st, 2013, as the Grant County Chicano Music Week.
I second. I'd like to make the motion we approve.
A second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Can you guys come up and take a picture with us? You got enough time for that? You guys are the star of the show, so get up front. See you guys. All right. Put our glasses on so we can read again. Contracts and agreement, approve or disapprove the ratification of agreement number A1317. This is an agreement with the New Mexico Children, Youth, and Families Department for Juvenile Justice Continuum of Services in the amount of $46,600. Because we didn't have a meeting, John had to approve this already, so this is a ratification. So this is a, forgive me, I've already done this type thing.
As you notice, that's a stamp, it's not like...
I had permission.
It's better to beg for
I'm
forgiveness
asking
than
for
ask
somebody else's
permission.
forgiveness.
So can I get a motion to approve that? That's something we do every day.
Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve the ratification agreement of number A1370.
And I second.
There's a motion to approve agreement number A1317. Is there any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, at this time, I take a motion to recess from the Grant County Board of Commissioners.
So moved.
Second.
And we stand in recess. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Stand in recess. I call to order the Grant County Indigent Hospital and Healthcare Claims Board. First item on the agenda for the Claims Board is approve or disapprove the June 2013 Health Plan Claims Indigent Fund. John, why don't you go over those, just so it's on TV?
Commissioners, in your package, you have the June 2013 claims. The sole community provider claims total, or 907 claims totaling $550,384.50. The out-of-county claims, which are the indigent claims, total 8 claims for $50,964.42, for a grand total of 915 claims for $601,348.92.
Okay. I take a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make the motion that we approve the June 2013 health plan claims.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the June 2013 Health Plan Claims. Is there any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion passes. Take a motion to adjourn the Indigent Hospital and Healthcare Claims Board.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. I call back to order the Grant County Board of Commissioners, and we'll stand for county reports. If anybody has anything new, we'll start with you, Sheriff. I think you had some excitement.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. I just want to give a briefing. Tuesday, we had an operation. We had an incident that happened over the weekend, and we had a lot of leads, information on this person we were looking for, so we called in additional resources, and it did stir up a few of the residents in the county in regards to the helicopters and people being out on the ground. But I do want to thank the staff, thank the resources that we had available to us to help us apprehend this person that was considered dangerous, and it showed that we can come together as a group, our gang, which is law enforcement, to deal with stuff like this. And I appreciate the people being involved as well as they did. We did have a lot of concerned citizens, so I did request the reverse 911 be sent up to the area we were working, and it worked. From what I understand, we did still receive a lot of phone calls on just the helicopters flying as low as they were. But all in all, it turned out to be well. We were able to locate and apprehend the individual we were looking for. So other than that, it's something that we need to continue to do, keep our community safe, and we will continue to do that to keep these residents safe from people committing crime as they have been. Other than that, I have nothing else unless you have any questions.
Any questions for the Sheriff?
Good job. Thanks for keeping our community safe.
Yep. It looked like it was a real well-run, professional situation, and with a guy that wasn't a good guy, and y'all handled it, so we appreciate it.
I read in the news media what he had done, and he was a very dangerous individual. We need him off the streets.
All right, Mr. Treasurer, you got anything?
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, I just wanted to thank you all for the action on the ordinance, and also thank Abby for her help in bringing this together, and we'll move forward from here.
Thank you very much. Madam Assessor? Nothing further. Okay. Mr. Hardy?
I don't have anything new to add.
Nothing new to add. Mr. Manager?
Just want to say, put together an agreement for the advertising of the festival. Get it with Randy, so if Mr. Connell, you want to just check with Randy, he'll have something for you. And as you can see, the road department's been working diligently on the front. We've found some lines that were supposed to be dead and weren't dead water lines, so
That's how you find them with a backhoe. That's the
Yeah.
best way.
we found them with the backhoe, and then we found where they capped off one, and they had just capped it with a piece of rebar pushed against the end of the cap to keep it in place. And so as we uncovered it, and we uncovered it by hand, so as not to disturb the cap decided to blow off. And so they've now cut it back further, and that's why we had the hole in the parking lot this morning, back by the hydrant, and killed that section of line that was just a dead section, a stale section of line. So hopefully we don't find anything else. We've moved some cleanouts. We've kind of found everything in this side of the project. The other side was uneventful, and this side has been a treasure hunt. And so they're doing a very good job out there, working really well, getting that done, and the contractor will be in here next week to start forming and pouring the walls on the other side, and so hopefully we'll get that project done.
When are we going to start the vaults for the sheriff?
Well, we're checking because the governor issued an executive order that anybody in the state that's had audit findings, their capital outlay has been frozen. So we have not heard if ours was included, because pretty much everybody in the state has audit findings. PED has about the tune of about 270, I believe, audit findings, which is the education department.
They're going to stop their funding?
And I'm sure they'll be funded. The Mexico Finance Authority gets funding, and they have it. DFA has audit findings. Almost everybody in the state has audit findings, and so we're trying to find out what happens there. We have not received any agreements from DFA, and DFA will not back fund, even though the legislature approved the money. You can't start any of your projects until you get your signed agreement from DFA, and those have not come out. So all of the capital projects throughout the state basically are on hold, as far as I know, because of what has been done with the executive order, as well as the agreements aren't out there.
Well, I know our senator's fighting it, and I know he always does a good job, so hopefully he can come through and get it from us.
So, yes, no, and that's what we're trying to do is, I know Mr. Gutierrez will be attending, myself, I have some meetings to attend in Santa Fe on the 30th of July, and on the 29th of July, they start the CDBG implementation hearings for next year's CDBG, and they've made some more changes, so we're going to go up and attend those to see, and talk with our reps to see what happened this year, why we were ranked lower, and why they didn't fund all the money, which is Senator Morales and Representative Martinez are looking into as well. So there's a lot of things going on at the state level that aren't understood at this point in time, and so hopefully things will get straightened out soon.
Okay. Mr. Commissioner? Don't have anything. Mr. Commissioner?
I just want to congratulate all the people who've been winning and representing our area in the softball and baseball tournaments, and they've done a great job. Pretty much that's all I've got today, and wish everyone luck as we're going to regionals.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. We will be making an appointment with the Secretary of General Services to start talking about negotiations on Fort Baird quickly, and I probably will attend some of those meetings with DFA. Also, we will be representing Grant County in the Southwest region at the New Mexico Association of Counties meeting the 1st of August. I think that's all I have today. So our next meeting is when?
We said we're having a special meeting on August 22nd, and then we will have meetings on the 27th and 29th.
So are we done for July?
Nothing else in July. We'll have to have a special meeting in July for the budget. So I guess we might as well.
Well, and we have not heard from the union yet on their, if they've ratified their agreement, so we're going to have to deal with that before the budget.
Well, the budget has to be up to DFA by July 31st, so if we don't hear from them, then we're going to have to go
Stay with the budget we're in.
go in with the budget and get it up there. So, since we have those meetings in, do you want to shoot for the 26th on Friday, July 26th, or commissioners available? I don't know when you leave for,
I'll be gone from the 24th through the 1st, 25th through the 1st.
so can we do it on the 24th?
Sure.
July 24th
Not in the morning.
in the afternoon?
Oh, yep, we will be gone, that's right, that's a Wednesday.
23rd. That's just next week.
Today.
29th. You'll still be gone.
We'll be gone,
So,
you'll be gone the 29th?
I'll be gone till the 1st.
So, the 23rd?
Let me see.
I'm good.
What is on the 24th?
The 24th is Suaka.
23rd is fine. A SWACA meeting down in Hidalgo.
The 23rd for you?
Pardon me? It's on the 31st? Oh, okay.
Let's go back.
24th is fine.
But at 1.
24th at 1 o'clock. No?
Is that, can you date there?
Is that okay with the press? 24th at 1 o'clock?
24th at 1 o'clock.
We're trying to make it,
So,
one or the other of them fits you a lot better.
24th at 1 o'clock.
July 24th at 1 p.m., we'll have a special meeting for the budget. And if we hear something from the union on ratification of a contract, we may have that on there as well. My understanding is, what I heard from one of the union shop stewards the other day is that there's some individuals coming down from Albuquerque to talk with the
And they couldn't get an agreement together or something? Well, you're not supposed to talk about
Well,
that.
on the
I was not at
24th,
the meeting. I've heard rumors of things happened at the meetings that they're looking at, but I don't know.
I will be here on the 24th, but we do have a big fundraiser for Copper Lily for the girls going to regionals. We'll be having an enchilada supper over at the National Guard Armory from 11 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And we definitely would need the county's help. We need to send these girls up to, or down to Louisiana.
So that's at 9 o'clock on the 24th. Is that right? 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock on the
Commissioner
24th.
Ramos, if we wanted to donate to that, do we just give it to you?
Any donations could be made to Copper Lily, Copper 1516 All-Stars, right? And I can go ahead and take that from you.
Are you going to be delivering?
Yes, sir. We sure will.
And then we have August 22nd, and then August 27th is a work session, August 29th is a meeting.
Say again?
August 22nd, we'll have a special meeting. August 27th will be the work session, and August 29th will be the regular commission meeting for August. So those will be our meetings in August.
Everybody get that? Okay. I take a motion to adjourn then.
Second?
All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Motion passes.